Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing the NXT TakeOver War Games 2020 prediction. This is by far my favorite TakeOver event of the year, every fucking year. I love War Games so much, it hits, man. It's great, I love it. It's my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Not just my favorite TakeOver event, it's great. War Games is awesome. I missed seeing it in front of Survivor Series because normally that's when War Games is. It's before Survivor Series. But this year, it's not. It's 2 weeks after Survivor Series. This 2-week pay-per-view gap bullshit is killing me, WWE. Please, stop. Just get some help. No. But I'm very excited for War Games. It's, again, my favorite pay-per-view of the year, so I'm really excited to see TakeOver War Games 2020. I think this is 4. So really quick going into this, I do want to mention this is the 4th in a row. This is the 4th that the Undisputed Era in. They are currently 1 and 2 in matches and 3 and 1 in the advantage matches going into War Games. The advantage matches being the deciding factor of to who gets the first man entered into the match after, you know, the starting people. Basically, whoever gets the advantage match won is the person who gets the second man into the match. The team that gets the second man into the match. Sadly, this year the Undisputed Era lost after a interference from somebody under a mask that looked a lot like the one Pat McAfee wore when he debuted to help, or when he came back to help Oni and Danny win the tag team championships. Big shock. Definitely wasn't Pat McAfee, though. I'm very excited for this, but I also, really quick, before we get into the predictions, I do want to say, guys, my PC is finally built. It took a long time. I still have to get a Wi-Fi adapter so I can actually have the internet connected to it without having to have an Ethernet cable. This is the old processor right here. I got the new processor. It does not have integrated graphics, which is fine because I have a very beefy graphics card, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet. If you guys need a 7th gen processor, though, hit me up because I have nothing to like, I don't have anything to use this on, so I certainly don't need it. Somebody else might, though. But we're going to start with the men's singles match. We have Timothy Thatcher versus Tommaso Ciampa. We have both gone for Tommaso Ciampa. Both Jesse and myself have gone for Ciampa. I think he's getting pissed at the cat up there. Yeah, I'm very excited for this match, but I mean, I don't expect much from it. I expect it to be a good match, but like, I don't expect it to be like a barn burner or anything like that, or like the greatest match of all time. I just expect it to be a really good match between Thatcher and Ciampa. Next, we had the strap match between Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes. We've both gone for Dexter Lumis because, let's be honest, it's Dexter fucking Lumis. There's not much else we really need to say. Next, we have the NXT North American Championship triple threat match. We have Leon Ruff versus Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest. We have both gone for Damian Priest. I do like Leon Ruff, don't get me wrong. He's very charismatic. I think he's doing very good as champion. I think he's doing very good in the role they're putting him into as the NXT North American Champion and with this feud. However, I feel like Damian Priest is going to come out as the victor. I feel like it was really weird, like the way they had Damian lose it was just kind of, I don't know. It just seems like maybe they're going to have him win it back to have him and Johnny finally have the deciding match or something. I don't fucking know. I'm very excited to see where this goes. But, yeah. Next, we have the Women's War Games match with Shotzi Blackheart's team, which is consisting of her, Ember Moon, Io Shirai, and Rhea Ripley, versus Candice LeRae's team, which consists of her, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Toni Storm. We have both gone for Team Shotzi. Now, I want to specify, this has nothing to do with the fact that we don't like the people on the other team. The other team's great. I'm not going to say they're not. However, there's a point that Candice LeRae tried to make last week on NXT, or this previous Wednesday on NXT, saying that the people on the other team are not as good as the people on this team. There's a problem with that, though. 1 out of the 4 people on Candice's team has been women's champion. 3 out of the 4 people on Shotzi's team have been champion or are currently the champion in Io's case. So I don't really see where they get the idea that that their team is somehow better, just like based off the fact that, oh, we got Raquel Gonzalez and she's big and scary. Like, I don't understand where they're trying to get the idea that their team is suddenly amazingly, like, 6 million times better than Shotzi's team. Personally speaking, I think Shotzi's team has more of the veteran sort of style of things. They have more veteran wrestlers. They have better wrestlers that have been booked better, that have gotten more title opportunities and or runs than everyone else on Candice's team. So I'm very excited to see Shotzi's team and Candice's team both compete in War Games. Shotzi's team did get the advantage, so it will probably, I'm guessing Shotzi and Candice are probably going to start it with somebody coming in from Shotzi's team first. My guess is the starting are going to be Shotzi and Candice, with probably the second being Rhea and Raquel, the thirds being Ember and Tony, and the fourths being Dakota and Io. Now, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I think that's probably the easiest way for them to go about it, because it kind of gets the people who've been feuding a little bit more with each other into the match together, and kind of, I don't know, it's just the best way to do it, in my opinion, the way I look at it. Then we have the men's War Games match. We have the Undisputed Era. I don't really need to go down the list of who the Undisputed Era is, but in case you're new to NXT and you don't entirely know, the Undisputed Era consists of Adam Cole, Bay, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, 4 of the greatest men in NXT history, 4 of the best wrestlers in the history of wrestling, actually. They're fucking all fantastic in the ring. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, very decorated tag team all over the world. Roderick Strong, very decorated singles champion all over the world. Adam Cole is Adam Cole. I don't really need to specify that one. Come on. If you don't know Adam Cole by this point, he died on Being the Elite. Come on, guys. No, Adam Cole, many-time world champion across the world, many-time two-time NXT champion. Great wrestler, great charismatic guy. And yeah, he goes like this in his entrance, and it's awesome. Versus Pat McAfee and the boys, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, and Oni Lorcan. Oni and Danny being the current NXT Tag Team Champions, with lots of challengers breathing down their necks, including but not limited to Imperium, the Grizzled Young Veterans, and the Undisputed Era themselves. Pete Dunne being currently the longest reigning NXT UK champion. I don't really foresee that lasting much longer, considering Walter is Walter. And Pat McAfee, former Indianapolis Colts punter. And honestly, a lot better on the mic and a lot better in the ring than he really has any right being, based off the fact that he was an Indianapolis Colts punter before becoming a pro wrestler. I like Pat McAfee. I do think he's very charismatic. It does not change the fact that I do want to punch him in the face, but yeah, we've both gone with the Undisputed Era. Look, I'll put it this way. The Undisputed Era have been in so many of these matches. The first one, it was kind of more heels all facing, kind of, or tweeners facing in the situation. The second one was heel versus face, and the third one was heel versus face. And they're 1 and 2. And now that they're changing them to face, which, if you guys don't know, that is the presented booking, is that the Undisputed Era is slowly shifting to be faces rather than heels. It started with Kyle and Adam after being attacked, and then the rumor was it was just going to be Kyle and Adam, but obviously it makes no sense to break up the Undisputed Era when they're red hot like they are, so it makes more sense if all 4 of them change to go face instead of just 2 of them going face and then the team breaking up. But I feel like them as face means that they're going to win this, especially because they lost the advantage match. Now, how I think this one's going to go is I think Peter Dune and Kyle O'Reilly are going to be the starting 2, followed by Bobby Fish and Oni Lorcan and Bobby Fish, followed by Danny Burch and Roderick Strong, and finally followed by Pat McAfee and Adam Cole, Bay. I think Adam is going to be the last member out for the Undisputed Era and the last person to enter the match for one simple reason. Storytelling. Adam Cole has wanted to beat the shit out of Pat McAfee since Ridge Holland put Adam Cole on the shelf for Pat McAfee. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to have the storytelling be everyone else is like, Adam, just wait. Just wait. As soon as Pat's in, we're letting you in. But Pat's not going to go in. Pat's a little bitch. Pat's going to be a little bitch about this. He's going to sit in the cage and wait. He's going to let Danny and Oni go after Pete starts. Probably, I'm predicting Pete to start the match, by the way, because he's the most decorated person in Pat McAfee's little stable of assholes. Kyle O'Reilly, I think, is doing great as a singles competitor. I think he has a lot of right to be the person starting the match for the Undisputed Era. It makes a lot of sense with how they've been booking him as singles-wise for him to be in this match as the starter for the Undisputed Era. But again, I think Pat is going to say, look, Oni, Danny, go down there, do your thing, rather than going out himself. He's going to sit back, he's going to relax, and once he realizes he has to go down, he's going to try to do some sneaky, nefarious bullshit to keep Adam from being able to enter the match. However, Adam Cole is Adam Cole, baby. He's going to find a way. He's going to kick the shit out of Pat McAfee, out of Pete Dunne, out of Danny Burch, out of Oni Lorcan. He's probably going to fucking murder someone or get murdered in some way because War Games is brutal and violent, and I fucking love it. And I cannot fucking wait for this Sunday. And that is our full predictions for NXT TakeOver War Games 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below, and if I remember to do them, over on the Twitter at SOGamingYT. Over on Instagram, go follow me there. I believe it's also SOGamingYT. I can't remember. I haven't checked my Instagram in a while to see what the actual @ is. If you guys need to actually check what it is in the banner above the channel made by the wonderful Vileberry over on Twitter. I suggest going and giving him a follow as well if you need a banner or anything like that done for your channel, because he's great. He did great work, and at some point I'm probably going to have him update it to change the Facebook, because currently, if you guys don't know, there is no Facebook page, because my own Facebook, my personal Facebook, which is the one that was linked to my YouTube Facebook, got deactivated earlier this year because Facebook sucks. So yeah. But yeah, go follow the Insta, go follow the Twitter. Let me know what your comments are, or what your predictions are down in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.